Hello and welcome to another tutorial episode of Prospectors. I am Lemur and today we are going to be talking about how to choose and where to buy land within the Prospectors universe. We're going to take this deep dive specifically within Grandland, but before we do that, make sure if you're new to the channel, subscribe, hit that bell for notifications. Please give this video a thumbs up, and as always, if you have any further questions, leave them down in the comments down below. For those who start to play Prospectors Grandland, owning an NFT have much more options than those who do not. From developing your own business to cooperation with other players within an alliance, these benefits can be game-changing to your experience on the game. Today, specifically, we will talk about playing Prospectors with your own land NFT and also where you can get it and how to choose the right land NFT for you. For the purposes of this video, we'll go ahead and use one of my pieces of land that I do currently own. I'm going to go ahead and click into it. You can see it here on the map. I have one worker here. Each plot within the Grand Land is a piece of land that's unique coordinates and properties. So let's look over the main advantages that you have. Simply put, this is a piece of land that you own and you own permanently as long as you have the NFT. You can trade resources with other players here. You can store your resources from other plots. You can hire people to help you. And even on your own plot, you can make a building, such as I have here with the iron furnace. So the question is how do you pick what the right plot is for you? And there's a lot of things that you can look at when you do this. So there are main features that some players look at, and for that, we're going to jump to a different plot of land of mine. So this plot of land does not have a building on it and is still being manufactured to attempt to create a building. Every plot of land will either have a plot of wood or a plot of stone on it. There's also a chance to have underground resources. These underground resources can be clay, coal, ore, or even gold. And these underground resources sometimes make it where you have everything you need on one piece of land. As you can see on this plot, I have wood and I have ore. And on the previous one, you saw that I did have coal and gold. So what should you keep in mind when you are looking at these pieces of land? What is important and what does it matter? The first thing is going to be location. There are in general 9 locations of the map that exist. You'll see a small map popping up on your screen now that shows you these 9 locations. There's the central region known as Goldshire, and then other ones based off the cardinal directions, the northern plots, the southern plots, the northeasterns, and all of those natures. And you can see those on your map. And possibly if you're buying 1 or 2 pieces of land, it doesn't hurt to have them closer together, so transportation of resources between those 2 plots matter. Or if you want to be right next to the bank or something of that nature, you can allocate your plot right next to the central region if you get lucky or purchase that specific plot. As you saw on my plots, we'll go ahead and jump back to them. I have one in the central region because the bank is right here. There's also advantages to having a plot out this far. So my plot out here is pretty far out to the side from the center, but I'm right by the free plots right now. So if I need to mine resources, I can hop out here to these free plots, go ahead and mine them, and bring them back. Being close to those plots with your alliance or friends can assist you in your journey of continuing further into Grandland. So the key is just to find out where you want the plot, or you can go ahead, buy a land pack, and see where it goes. That's really the question up for you, but those are the basics for location. The next is going to be available resources. As you see here, as we've already talked about, I have a plot of land with wood and ore. So I'll probably turn this, once I clear this wood, into an ore mine for myself. Or in my central plot, you see I have a little bit more of luck, and I got lucky and got gold. I cleared my plot out already, I've got clay sitting there, and the decision of how I want it and what the plot is actually worth is based off of these factors. The fact that I have a 73 million gold plot does increase the value of my piece of land. Now, as a big note, remember you can only build 1 building per piece of land, so try to check in and see what you want to do. So how do I get a piece of land? That's the real question that's being asked. There are multiple ways to do it, but one of the simplest is just over here to the right, you see this little select icon. All you do is you click on it and you jump right into our planet and you can buy a piece of land. This land is going to be randomized. It is going to be available. You just click on it, you purchase it, and you go ahead and get it. This is purchased through PGL within the game. You click on and it's yours. Now, this pack is a random piece of land. There are no guarantees on anything you're going to get. There's no guarantee on if you're going to have underground resources, if you're going to have gold, whether you're going to have stone or wood. Over here, you have the whole land registry section. You can click L or just click on the icon itself. And here you can see how many plots there are and how many are free plots and if they're for sale or not. The section over here on the right is the auction tab. This is where plots of land that are NFTs will go ahead and be placed if someone wants to sell them within the game. In here you can see there are many different things, and you can see that there is a timeline up till those items go away. And you can see there's a current price, and that price can continue to go up and up if more and more people bid at it. But once the time runs out, you will have your opportunity to go ahead and get that land if you wish. These prices range all over the place based on if there's a building on it, if there is no building, if there's underground resources, which underground resource, and many other things. If you want to find out what they are and why they are, you just click on the piece of land, go ahead and look and see what you have. This one's got an iron ore, it's got some clay, it's got some coal, and all kinds of things. So just think about those things when you look at them if you're going to bid on them. So we've already briefly talked about the fact that you can buy a plot of land within the game, or you can buy a plot of land up in the top right, just by Find a Card Pack. Now, as a note, you can also go out to another website called Atomic Hub, where you can go ahead and grab them for wax and all kinds of things, and there's a whole marketplace over there. I hope this video gives you an idea of the things that you need and where you need to go and how important owning a piece of land is. The choice will always remain yours in how you want to get there. So once again, if you're new, make sure you subscribe, hit that bell for notifications. Please give this video a thumbs up, and if you have any questions, leave them down below. But welcome to Prospectors.